The world rises to wonders as each grain of sand falls, and it has done so from the beginning. Through their wonders, artists inspire the world, and fresh generations grow up admiring them. We have always been a nation of ambitious, inspirational, and creative civil engineers and every other construction that has demonstrated human existence. This documentary is about a very inspirational civil engineer who has made tremendous contributions and whose work, enthusiasm, and patriotism are all inspiring. Shri Shashikant Dattatreya Limaye Sir, fondly known, remembered, and loved as S.D. Limaye Sir, is the third generation of civil engineers of the Limaye family who have constructed many renowned bridges and railways of the nation.
Our grandfather was Chief Engineer Gammon way back. I'm now taking you back to the early 20th century. In 1920, he joined the Gammons along with Joseph Gammon as his partner. That was in Sindh, Quetta, Peshawar area. And then my father too joined Gammons in 1935, and he was also in that part of the world constructing bridges, roads, and various other infra projects. And then he finally came down to the northeast in Assam side, and he built that famous Coronation Bridge over Tista near Siliguri, the Sevak Road. And then of course he went further east and built some bridges in the Hathigad in Subansari district east of Tezpur. And then he came back in Maharashtra, so to say, in Bombay Presidency, in Ratnagiri area, and he built several bridges over there too.
Limaye was quite apart from the other bureaucrats or technocrats. He was dealing every human being with respect, and that is his biggest quality, being in government. As far as competence and skill is concerned, best among the best and comparable with best in the world.
The Britishers brought railways to India. While they connected many remote regions, they left one big patch because it was a rough terrain to bring railways to Konkan. Konkan Railway was a dream, even for S.D. Limaye Sir. The landmark project after the independence meant bringing railways to one of the most difficult terrains encountered in the history of railway constructions in our country. 760 kilometers of the route connecting Roha in Maharashtra to Mangalore in Karnataka, later to be constructed in 3 phases that started in July 1990.
Limaye sir, his main contribution I can say to the field of bridge engineering is Konkan Railway. He is always remembered for that, Konkan Railway, because he implemented various innovative techniques for the first time with full confidence. I used to wonder how he can implement new thing in such a big project, but with full confidence he implemented several new techniques.
This project had everyone's eyes because the terrain was difficult. The track had to run across 146 river streams with around 2,000 bridges and 91 tunnels. The entire project was completed in 8 years, and the track from Roha to Khed was first operational in 1998.
In fact, I remember he was one of the person who brought during the standardization of Konkan Railway. I think first time the ballastless sleepers were brought in tunnels, and also the long jointed rails. That was the contribution.
What I remember when my father was working on the Konkan Railway project is his attention to detail, how meticulous he was when he was working on designs or checking them. And I remember him always saying to me that if we make even the slightest calculation error, we will be endangering the lives of thousands of people.
I was very particular, as much as possible, engineers from Maharashtra should be inducted in the Konkan Railway project work. And Mr. Limaya was one of the first engineers I selected because of his background. I had known him when I was in railways as General Manager Central Railway, as General Manager Western Railway. I had known him. At that time he was only a deputy CE. So the moment Konkan Railway was started, I sent for him and asked him to join the Konkan Railway in the design team.
S.D. Limaye headed the entire design office, particularly structural design, overseeing 7 civil engineers, multiple on-field chief engineers, electrical engineers and mechanical engineers.
That calls for a lot of patience and a lot of excellent manners to deal with chief engineers of other departments. That is very amiable nature of that. And he was always a smiling person that I have seen. We had sometimes setbacks in our work, but he was very quick to find out what has gone wrong and rectify it. So he had the resilience that is needed for a project engineer.
One of the toughest assignments of the project was the 2 bridges in Goa. The technique that was used to manufacture steel girders, design and assemble them and launch them was unique, particularly the launching method.
Another most important thing is the 2 bridges across Mandavi and Zuari rivers. The way those steel girders got manufactured, designed and manufactured, brought to the site, assembled and launched by a unique method of launching. He was in charge of all these things.
123-meter steel girder over the navigation span. At that point of time in 94-95, that span was the largest single span in Indian Railways. Also, such a launching by taking the girder on a floating barge and then launching it had never taken place. During the first launching, the contractor who assembled the girder on land next to where it was to be taken on the barge could not cope with bringing the girder up to the shore and then putting it on the barge, and therefore we AFCONs were asked to help. That was the time. For about 3 weeks, Shashikant Limaye, along with myself, my colleague Mr. Joshi and team of railway and AFCONs engineers worked day and night and struggled to properly take the girder and then finally launch it. Shashikant was one of the leading key members in this whole operation, and he has taken, even at that time, very technically bold but very correct decisions, due to which we could find the solution and finally launch the girder successfully and very accurately on the 21st of May 1995.
One story I very clearly remember my father telling me about was this giant steel girder, and I now know that it weighs 680,000 kilos. Its length is 124 meters and its height is 16 meters. So they were trying to move this giant girder onto a barge, and it would eventually be launched and become the Mandovi River Bridge of the Konkan Railway project. And while they were trying to move it on the barge, it got stuck. And so they had to come up with a solution. They had to reduce the friction between that girder and the concrete bed. And so they decided to use brass plates. And then over the brass plates, slowly, painstakingly for 15 days. Sometimes the progress would be 6 inches, sometimes 1 foot, but they had to display tenacity and real grit, a real dedication to solving the problem. And eventually they did it after working for 15 days. And the reason I remember it so clearly is because actually those brass plates were then eventually, they actually wrote on it the difficulties of launching that girder, and we still have that brass plate at home, and everybody who worked on it, that brass plate has been given to them.
He has made this plaque and presented it to all of us who were there, and this still holds pride of place on my mantelpiece at home.
In tunnels, long tunnels, all the tunnels with more than 3 kilometers in length, we have laid ballastless track. First time, ballastless track was laid on an open line. Then the ventilation system for the tunnels. Although electrical engineers designed the system, he was the man to support them in all matters, particularly in the tunnel near Ratnagiri, which is about 6.5 kilometers in length. The shaft planning, construction of the shaft, all that he was very much involved.
एक गोष्ट मात्र होती की कोकण रेल्वेची अलाइनमेंट जेव्हा फायनल करायची होती तेव्हा मात्र रेल्वेच्या चीफ इंजिनियरने हिंदुस्तान कन्स्ट्रक्शन कंपनीकडे विचारलं की तुमच्याकडे कोणी माणूस आहे का की जो ही अलाइनमेंट चेक करून याला सर्टिफाय करू शकेल हे करू. तर मी त्यावेळेस लिमय सरांना म्हटलं की सर मला याचा कसलाही अनुभव नाही, मी येणार ते काम करणार या दृष्टिकोनातून मी आजपर्यंत वावरलेलो आहे आणि तसंच काम करेन. तर लिमय सर म्हणले अरे तुम्ही हे बोलला यातच सगळं आलं, येणार ते काम करणार म्हणजे तुम्ही कुठलंही काम करायला तयार आहात आणि त्याचा अनुभव तुम्हाला आहे, तो तुम्हाला वाढतच जाईल तो अनुभव. तर तुम्ही ही अलाइनमेंट एकदा बघा.
This is the first time in India we planned a railway line with a speed potential of 160 kilometers, which means the curves have to be very flat, no curves less than 1000 meters, completely welded rails from end to end, and then very breakthrough technology was turnouts at the stations. The turnouts, normally all our turnouts in India, the turnout speed is only 15 kilometers per hour. Whereas we decided to go for curved switches and turnouts with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. These were installed all by him. He had the required technical knowledge, and he knew whom to approach, how to get this manufactured and installation.
It's been now 25 years, but all of us are very proud of what we did in Goa those days.
A variety of areas, an overall contribution, and for everything, he was my right hand, I would say. I mean, when I sum up, he was my right hand for taking all technical decisions.
त्यांनी ऑन द स्पॉट डिसिजन्स दिले. फायली फारशा नसायच्याच, निरनिराळे मोठे ऑफिसर त्यांचे सतत व्हिजिट असायच्या आणि कुठल्या निर्णयामुळे काम अडलं आहे हे बिलकुल नव्हतं. की कोकण रेल्वेचे जेव्हा काम चालू होतं तेव्हा कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर जो पहिल्यांदा बिल देईल त्याला त्याच दिवशी 80% पैसे दिले जातील, उरलेले 20% बिल चेक केल्यानंतर जातील. त्यामुळे कुठल्याही कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरला भरभर काम करायला अतिशय उत्साह वाटत होता.
आपली देशाची जी सांस्कृतिक, भौगोलिक, ऐतिहासिक, आर्थिक, राजकीय ही जी सर्व स्थिती आहे ती पाहून त्याला अत्यंत सुयोग्य अशा रीतीनं ते सगळं आरेखन किंवा डिझाईन करत असत. आणि विशेषतः जेव्हा त्यांनी कोकण रेल्वेमधलं जुवारी ब्रिजचं काम केलं तेव्हा ते अतिशय अभिमानाने सांगायचे की या जुवारी ब्रिजचे काम हे आपल्या देशातल्या मनमाड वर्कशॉपमध्ये केलेलं आहे. आणि त्यावेळी त्यांचे जे चीफ इंजिनियर आले ते परदेशातले ते त्यांना विचारलं होतं की खूप तुम्ही पैसा याच्यावर खर्च केला असेल, कुठून एक्सपोर्ट केलं हे. तर ते म्हणायचे नाही, हे आमच्या भारतामध्ये सर्व भारतीय साधनं वापरून तयार केलेलं, मनमाडच्या वर्कशॉपमध्ये तयार केलेलं असं हे काम आहे.
Another feature of his personality, which frankly I've only begun to appreciate much more as an adult when I am in the professional environment myself, is how he was never driven by money.
Because of my grandfather, my father's lineage was there, so he all automatically and willingly opted to become a civil engineer, and he was good at that. In the final year, of course, he bagged the trophy and he got the gold medal from Pune University for standing first. And then he got the scholarship to join the IIT Mumbai, Bombay then. IIT was a new thing at that time and he got the admission. And after he passed out from the IIT, he decided that he will do something for the country. Although he had the options to go abroad in those days, to go to USA for higher studies, which he did not opt. And he appeared for the Central Services examination. He passed that with flying colors. And he chose to join the technical services as civil engineer to the IRSC cadre of the Indian Railways.
He won the Distinguished Alumnus Award from literally every institute that he ever attended. You would never hear him talking about himself or his achievements. He was always interested in the other person. He always took the team along. There was also a patience, a very mild and friendly manner. So even if there were things that angered him, I never saw him react instantly to that. And on the rare occasion that he did react instantly to that, he would also cool down extremely quickly.
काम हा त्यांचा ध्यास होता, तसाच काम हा त्यांचा श्वास होता आणि 24 तास ते त्या कामात रमून जायचे. आणि मुख्य म्हणजे ही जी सगळीच कामं आहेत त्यांनी केलेली, त्या बाबतीत त्यांचं असं मत होतं की हे कुठल्याही एका माणसाचं काम नाही.
And he was extremely approachable, and especially I think in India's services where things can be quite hierarchical, I think it's rare to have a person who is really approachable for his team, and that's what we see today. The love coming from the team that he worked with is testament.
की देशाभिमान म्हणजे त्यांनी ही जी निराळी कामं केली त्यासाठी त्यांनी US, UK, जपान इत्यादी ठिकाणी ट्रेनिंग घेतलं. पण ट्रेनिंग घेतलं म्हणून ते तसंच्या तसं तिथलं टेक्निक आपल्या देशात वापरायचं असं त्यांनी कधीच केलं नाही.
I always found him driven by a pursuit of excellence, but also constantly aware of the responsibility on their shoulders. And despite this big responsibility, the other thing I found very fascinating was that he and the team, they were never scared of taking bold and brave decisions, of trying out new things that had never been tried out in India before.
ते म्हणायचे टाईम इज मनी आणि गेलेला वेळ हा पुन्हा येत नसतो. तर प्रत्येक वेळी त्यांचं असं मत होतं की जितका तुम्ही वेळ घालवाल ना तितका प्रोजेक्टचा खर्च वाढत जातो आणि त्याचा जो काय परिणाम व्हायचा असेल तो सामान्य लोकांवर होतो. त्यांना डायरी लिहिण्याची सवय होती आणि कुठलंही काम केलं, कितीही उशीर झाला तरी त्या दिवसाचे महत्त्वाचे पॉईंट काय आहे, त्यातलं डिझाईनविषयी काय आहे विशेष आपण केलेलं, याची ते थोडक्यात संक्षिप्त नोंद करत असत. जेव्हा त्यांना पहाटे 5ची गाडी पकडायची असे तेव्हा ते स्वतः 3:30-4ला उठत असत आणि सूर्यनमस्कार, व्यायाम, पूजा हे सर्व व्यवस्थितपणे करून ते पुन्हा कामावर हजर, म्हणजे अगदी वेळेवर ती ट्रेन पकडायला हजर असत. भाई माधवपूरपासून आत्तासुद्धा अगदी मेट्रोच्या कामालासुद्धा एखादी मीटिंग त्यांची इतकी गोले रोडच्या इतक्या जवळच्या ऑफिसमध्ये जरी असली तरी जर 11ला मीटिंग असेल तर साहेबा तिथे 11ला 5 मिनटं कमी असताना पोचायचे.
when DMRC was asked to take up the survey and planning for a metro system in Pune, the first man I thought of was Mr. Limaya to assist us, because he's a man from Pune, he knew Pune very well, and therefore in the initial stages, deciding on the alignments, the two-line alignments, station locations, and starting the work, he was very, very helpful.
From 2017 to 2022, SD Limaye worked day and night on the Pune Metro project until his very last days. He used to take fortnightly review meetings to keep a check on the progress.
मेट्रो यशस्वी करण्याचा त्यांना ध्यासच लागलेला होता. त्याची मार्गिका आखताना, जागा हस्तांतरित करताना मॅक्झिमम जागा सरकारी कशा अक्वायर केल्या जातील, ऐतिहासिक जागांचे व पर्यावरणाचे नुकसान कसे होणार नाही, या सर्व गोष्टी करताना कमीत कमी खर्चात या कशा करता येतील हे त्यांनी बघितले.
तर लिमये साहेबांनी याचा अभ्यास फार पूर्वीच करून ठेवला होता. म्हणजे हा मेट्रो सेल 2013ला स्थापन झाला, पण जुलै 2010मध्ये लिमये साहेबांचं एक पत्र तेव्हा जे तत्कालीन आयुक्त होते महेश दगडे साहेब, त्यांनी दिलेलं होतं आणि त्यामध्ये संपूर्ण नकाशा त्यांनी काढलेला होता.
In 2018 I came to Pune and then I had the first hand experience of meeting Limaye sir. And from 2018 almost we used to discuss on various issues on Pune Metro implementation almost on the daily basis. I came to know how he became the founder member of Pune Metro. He was appointed as OSD in Pune Municipal Corporation to oversee the DPR preparation work.
So Pune Metro was his pet project actually, being his home city. But in that again, Deccan Gymkhana area was still at close to his heart. So he used to take a walk in the morning every day, and used to inspect the constructions and design faults also. I mean alignment, everything. The alignment of skywalks on the JM road. He used to guide us about each and every pier, actually spans of the FOBs. He told us to keep it as 18-meter span only. So his idea and study of Pune city was so minute that he could guide us about the span of the structure in front of Deccan Gymkhana station.
You know, Pune is a very city where intellectuals reside and they have their own views, mostly constructive, but sometimes criticism is also on the cards. So he used to meet all walks of the society and he explained them, and literally he spearheaded the Pune DPR through all the government agencies, and finally it was approved in 2016. Then when the Pune Metro project was started, commissioned, we were very fortunate that Mr. Limaye was inducted into Maha Metro as an advisor.
हाताने त्यांनी स्केचिंग केलं होतं की हे सावरकर स्मारक मार्गे ही जी मेट्रो मार्गिका नदीच्या काठाने संभाजी बागेच्या मागून काँग्रेस भवनपर्यंत आणली आणि तिथून ती जर PMCपर्यंत नेली तर हा जंगली महाराज रोडचा ॲम्बियन्स एवढा ग्रीन आहे तो पूर्ण वाचवण्यात आला. आणि त्याचबरोबर ही पाताळेश्वर लेणी आहे तिथला अडथळा पण याच्याबरोबरच सॉल्व्ह झाला.
So till from 2017 to 2022, till his last days, I have seen him working relentlessly for Pune Metro.
की सर येणार आहेत डिझाईन चेक करायला. त्यावेळेस काही कल्पनाच नव्हती की मी कोणत्या पर्सनॅलिटीला लवकरच आता भेट देणार आहे. आणि सडनली मला ज्यावेळेस कॉन्फरन्स रूममध्ये उभं करण्यात आलं त्यांच्यासमोर कॉन्सेप्ट डिझाईन प्रेझेंटेशनचा तो दिवस होता, ज्यावेळेस मला मेट्रो स्टेशनचे पुण्याचे सगळे स्टेशन प्रेझेंट करायचे होते. कोणी मध्ये बोलत नव्हतं, प्रेझेंटेशन सगळं झालं. अँड ओनली वन पर्सन पहिला क्वेश्चन अपेक्षितप्रमाणे लिमाये सरांकडनं आला. ज्यावेळेस सर प्रश्न विचारायचे त्यावेळेस त्या प्रश्नातच आहे ना तो एक क्लू पण द्यायचे की मला काय आन्सर अपेक्षित आहे. तू काय करायला पाहिजे आणि मी काय ऐकू इच्छितो. पहिल्या प्रश्नातच त्यांनी म्हटलं तुला असं काय म्हणायचं होतं म्हणून ते असं झालं आहे का त्या पगडीचा शेप. हो सर तसंच आहे, बरोबर आहे.
You name any field in Pune Metro, not only in civil but in system side also, he was a key player. Then during execution, we faced numerous challenges. Sometimes we had to change the alignment. The major issue was Aga Khan Palace, where our alignment was passing through within 100 meters of the monumental structure, and then National Monument Authority did not allow us. Then midway post award of the tender, we had to change the alignment. We had to took a detour, and then he was instrumental.
Harris Bridge, we had a challenge of building the Harris Bridge in between two existing road bridges. So narrow was the space. Actually, only 3 meters space was there. So we had the challenge of building the foundation near to the existing age-old bridge, actually masonry bridge, British time bridge.
Steel structure was his very passionate. So we have got number of steel bridges. Once on Harris Bridge, then 2 railway crossing, then Bund Garden. So in the steel bridge design, it was his love to design the steel structures. So he was involved in design, he was involved in preparation of the quality documents, preparation of quality assurance plan, then during execution also, and then erection also. Erection of steel structure is very tedious and lot of temporary works are to be designed. So Mr. Limay's guidance to us was very, very valuable to design the temporary structures as well.
Sangam Bridge, Sangam Bridge railway crossing, he was more concerned about that. We constructed the South Khadki railway crossing, that was a 79 meter open through girder system. But in Sangam Bridge we had the deck type 45 meter span. So that time he guided us with, it was a skew span. So he guided us with the similar spans of Mumbai Metro railway crossings and railway overbridges and all.
उनका जो मेन जो लाइफस्टाइल कहें या उनका जो पर्सपेक्टिव था कंस्ट्रक्शन को लेके, जो हमको आज भी याद है और शायद आगे भी रहेगा, उनको एक एसोसिएशन था एक स्ट्रक्चर के साथ. आप जब भी कभी उनके पास साइट पे जाते थे तो वो आपको फ्यूचर के बारे में बताएंगे, अपने पास्ट के बारे में एसोसिएट करके बताएंगे कि यहाँ पे क्या हो सकता है, क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आप फेस कर सकते हो. तो इट वाज लाइक आई मीन इट वाज नॉट एन इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन कॉन्ट्रैक्टर एंड द क्लाइंट और सीनियर ऑफिसर. इट वाज लाइक moving university or a college or sort of that type.
He will share his past experience. He had got about 38 years of experience. He has traveled a lot all across the world. So at all places apart from the civil engineering structures, he used to tell about those countries. So we used to love our association with Limay sir. We really miss him very much, and he is our mentor. And his blessings are always there with us for our Pune Metro Phase 1 implementation and all our further endeavors.
मला असं वाटतं की लिमय सर आहेत आणि आपल्याला किती बरं झालं असतं ते असले तर आपण त्यांच्याकडनं हे स्केच डिझाईन आपण चेक करून घेतलं असतं. किती चॅलेंजेस आजकाल येत आहेत. इन हिज ॲब्सेन्स वी रिअली त्याचं हार्शनेस खूप आम्हाला जाणवतं. ही यूज टू ॲक्ट ॲज अ शील्ड टू अस ॲक्च्युली फॉर द डिज़ाइनर्स.
हमारे पर्टिकुलरली मेरा जो एरिया था रीज 3 का, उसके वो एरिया में ही हैज़ कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटेड अ लॉट फॉर कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ ऑब्लिगेटरी स्टील स्पैन्स. जहाँ जहाँ हमारे स्टील स्पैन जो बन रहे हैं जिसका लेंथ मोर देन 34 मीटर है, जहाँ पे हमको कर्वेचर्स है, तो वो केसेस में लिमे साहब हैज़ गिवन डिज़ाइन कॉन्सेप्ट्स फॉर स्टील स्पैन्स विद कर्वेचर्स में. जैसा बनगढ़ में कवर स्पैन है हमारा, पर्नोकुटी में 90 मीटर कवर स्पैन है, रामवाड़ी अंडरपास के यहाँ पे 47 मीटर कवर स्पैन था. लेकिन वहाँ पे जो हमने अंडरपास के PMC के अंडरपास के ऊपर हमने मेट्रो अलाइनमेंट पास की, जहाँ पे रिटर्निंग वॉल के ऊपर स्पेयर बना के उसके ऊपर स्टील पोर्टल्स बना के उसके ऊपर फिर हमने स्टील स्पैन कर्व में बना के उसके वहाँ पे अलाइनमेंट कंप्लीट किया. As a person, Limay Saab, he was a very gentle person, he was a very down to earth person, and he was always ready to help anybody.
We are all caught too much with the disease of fear and danger. History is not made by cowards. So engineers, unless they move confidently and have the confidence, that we can do it, nothing is going to happen. I showed you right from 1920. The idea was that what people used to do that time with confidence. What we did, what railway did in the earlier times, like Assam Rail Link and so many projects, Third Ghat Line, so many difficult projects. Later on in Konkan Railway. But now in this century, we have deviated from that path, and we want so many people to carry our cross. Cross has to be carried by the concerned agency. It can't be carried by others. And people must remember that always.
Or the Indian Railway Institute for Civil Engineers had a 2-year training program. Back in the day, S.D. LeMahieu was a professor there.
And more precisely what he taught us, design of pre-stressing girder. But what I found in LeMahieu, that first impression what it created, he used to make lectures so interesting. Because normally design is quite a boring subject because there is a lot of formulation, there is a lot of big formula, so people go to sleep after 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But what I found Mr. LeMahieu, the way he used to narrate, he used to make it so interesting that you feel that that structure is speaking to you, a bridge is speaking to you. Where the construction engineer doesn't know the design aspect, design engineer does not want to train the young people or they themselves are not aware. But what I find Mr. LeMahieu, he will come to site, because he worked in the field, he will come to site, he will see, and he always used to give a solution which you can implement. There is no point to give a solution, design solution, which cannot be implemented by your contractor.
MIT वर्ल्ड पीस युनिव्हर्सिटीनी असं ठरवलं की M.Tech इन टनेल इंजिनिअरिंग हा प्रोग्राम सुरू करायचा. तर केवळ लिमये सर होते त्यामुळे आम्ही हे असं धाडस करू शकलो आणि M.Tech इन टनेल इंजिनिअरिंग हा जो प्रोग्राम आहे तो आम्ही 2017 साली लॉन्च केला. हा तसा वेगळाच असा कोर्स आहे जो फारसा कुठल्या युनिव्हर्सिटीमध्ये तुम्हाला सापडणार नाही, पण केवळ इंडस्ट्रीची गरज आहे असं समजून आणि लिमये सरांवरती पूर्ण भिस्त आणि पूर्ण विश्वास ठेवून आम्ही तो कोर्स सुरू केला. आणि त्याच्यातून असं लक्षात आलं की लिमये सरांनी तो पूर्ण कोर्स डिझाईन तर केलाच, त्याच्यामध्ये त्यांचा खूप सिंहाचा वाटा होता. बारकाईने प्रत्येक विषय तपासून घेऊन याचा उपयोग होणार आहे की नाही समाजाला याचा पूर्ण विचार करून शिक्षकांना त्याच्यामध्ये त्या विषयामध्ये तयार करणं, नवीन विषय इंट्रोड्यूस करणं इथपासून सगळं त्यांनी केलं.
सो त्या काळामध्ये तो ब्रिज कसा बनला असेल याची पूर्ण माहिती, त्याची संकल्पना, आराखडा, प्रस्तावना हे सगळं लिमये सरांनी विस्तृत स्वरूपामध्ये लिहून आणि उत्कृष्ट स्केचेस, नॉट ओन्ली फोटोग्राफ तर असतात अवेलेबल, पण लिमये सरांनी अतिशय साध्या पद्धतीने हँड ड्रॉन स्केचेस त्यांनी काढून दिले की अमृतांजन पुलाची जो बांधायचा ठरवला तेव्हा त्याचा मागची संकल्पना कशी होती आणि हे सगळी ही नोंद तयार झाली. आणि मग ती मराठी विश्वकोशची जी साईट आहे, वेबसाईट आहे, तिथे ही अपलोड केली गेली. तर रिव्हर्सिंग स्टेशनची संकल्पना तर ठरली, पण त्याला मराठीत काय म्हणायचं पुन्हा अडचण निर्माण झाली. मग आम्ही मराठी विश्वकोशच्या सहकाऱ्यांशी संपर्क साधला. त्यांनी पण बराच विचार केला की हेअरपिन बेंडला काय म्हणायचं मराठीमध्ये. मग शेवटी त्यांनीच शोधून काढलं की व्युत्क्रमी स्थानक असा तो शब्द आहे. तर व्युत्क्रमी स्थानक हा शब्द आम्हाला दोघांनाही, मला आणि लिमये सरांना दोघांनाही अपरिचितच होता. आणि कळेल कसा सामान्य लोकांना व्युत्क्रमी स्थानक, तो ती पण अडचण दूर झाली की इंटू ब्रॅकेट यू कॅन राईट रिव्हर्सिंग स्टेशन. आणि मग रिव्हर्सिंग स्टेशनचे त्या काळी कन्स्ट्रक्शन स्टेजमध्ये असतानाचे फोटोग्राफ लिमये सरांनी उपलब्ध करून दिले.
वो लेते थे क्वेश्चन को और वो एक्सेप्ट करते थे कि शायद होता कोई होगा, इनको समझ में नहीं आया होगा बात हो, तो क्लियर करते थे. अच्छा, वो क्लियर होने के बाद वो 2 दिन 7 दिन बाद फिर फ़ोन करके पूछेंगे, अरे वो क्लियर हुआ तुम्हारा डाउट? तो वो बड़ी अलग बात है वो कि 7 दिन बाद फ़ोन करेंगे और हम तब तक वो डाउट भूल जाएंगे कि हमने क्या पूछा था.
हे जे डिझायनर आणि इंजिनियरची जी गॅप आजकाल पडत चालली आहे की आर्किटेक्ट्स म्हणतात की इंजिनिअरिंग इज अ डिफरंट फील्ड आणि इंजिनियर म्हणतात आर्किटेक्चर इज अ डिफरंट फील्ड. तो एक पर्सन मी असा भेटलो की हा एक दुवा होता मधला की ज्याला आर्किटेक्चरचं पण एस्थेटिक्स तेवढंच इम्पॉर्टंट वाटतंय आणि इंजिनिअरिंगचं नॉलेज तर अप्रतिम तुफान.
SB Joshi Award is instituted by Alumni Association and it is given every year to a personality who has done extraordinary work in the field of bridge and structural engineering. So it was a pleasure for us to contribute this award to our own alumnus, Limaye sir, in the year 2013.
SB जोशी अवॉर्ड जेव्हा त्यांना मिळालं त्यावेळेस मी तिथं होतो आणि एका अत्यंत चांगल्या सज्जन माणसाचा सत्कार होत आहे हे पाहून खूप खूप आनंद झाला.
सर इतके साधे सरळ स्वभावाचे आणि मितभाषी ज्याला म्हणतो आपण तसे होते. कधीही त्यांना मी चिडलेलं किंवा संतापलेलं पाहिलेलं नाही किंवा कधीही असे डावपेच टाकलेलं पाहिलं नाही.
So overall, when you look back in retrospect, his 4 decades of service purely to the infrastructure engineering in India is praiseworthy, and I'm sure the engineers of today will probably pick up a lot of things from him. The knowledge, the actually walking on the ground and checking the ground situation and not sitting in the air-conditioned offices and looking at the computers and designing the bridges or the roads. The engineer is required to go on the ground and he conveyed that message very clearly.
पेपर वर्क के बारे में बताते थे कि वो सेंट्रल रेलवे में मुंबई CST में वो एक रूम उनको ऑफिस के लिए मिला था, एक रूम ओनली, जिसमें वो और श्रीधरन साहब और एक और सर थे, वो 3 लोग बैठ के कोंकण रेलवे के बारे में सोचते थे. दिस वॉज द इनिशिएशन ऑफ कोंकण रेलवे इन 1 रूम ऑफिस. तो उधर के बाद उन्होंने इतना बड़ा काम ख़त्म किया. बहुत कम लोग ही इतने बड़े उसके उनका मतलब होता है, कोई लोग ही आते हैं ऐसे, कोई आते हैं ऐसे.
Many nostalgic memories swell up in my mind during our long association of 7 years on the Konkan Railway, and again our association for the planning and survey of Pune metro system. We have such close contact, intimate contacts.
आणि ऑफिस स्टाफशी सुद्धा त्यांचं वागणं इतकं सौजन्याचं असू दे, शिपाई लेवलचा माणूस असू दे, मोठा अधिकारी असू दे, सगळ्यांना त्यांची समान वागणूक असायची की हा अधिकारी याला स्पेशल याला असं नाही. ते फार म्हणजे अगदी मजूर असेल आपला मेट्रोचा तरी पाठीवर थाप मारणार, त्याच्या घरच्यांची चौकशी करणार, सगळं व्यवस्थित चालू आहे का, म्हणजे असा प्रेमळ स्वभाव होता लिमाय साहेबांचा.
वो और कुछ साल चाहिए थे हमें तो और बहुत कुछ कर सकते थे, बहुत कुछ करने का सोचा भी था, उनसे बात भी की थी हमने कि और कैसे कर सकते हैं. ज़्यादा तो कोई ऐसे दिमाग लड़ाता नहीं, सिविल इंजीनियरिंग का एजुकेशन जैसे है चलने दो, तो चलने दो तो नहीं चलता ना. तो अच्छे से करना है, अच्छे इंजीनियर्स बनाना है, तभी तो देश बनेगा. तो ये काम कौन करेगा, तो हम ही को करना चाहिए जो लाइक माइंडेड पीपल है, ऐसा उनका सोचना था.
I would finally say that he lived his life fullest extent till the very last day, and he contributed very significantly to India's infrastructure development in general, and in particular the railways, the tunnel, the bridges, the expressways and the airports. So with this I pay a rich tribute to my younger brother. May God bless his soul, and that's all I can say.
तो उनके वो ब्लड में था, जहन में था कि ये सोसाइटी को हमें देना है, हमें बुद्धि है, हमें मन है, हमें अच्छा सोचने की विचार शक्ति है, तो उससे क्या भला कर सकते हैं समाज के लिए, दुनिया के लिए.
उनके लाइफस्टाइल से और उनके बात करने के तरीके से लगता था कि उन्होंने ज़िंदगी भर पैसे के लिए काम किया ही नहीं कभी. उन्होंने वो काम के लिए काम किया. मैं इसलिए बोला सर उनका अटैचमेंट ही कुछ स्ट्रक्चर से कुछ ज़्यादा था.
He always used to address me as Suhasini, Professor Suhasini, not Suhasini. So he said he had written a note, a small letter you can say. It was like, dear Professor Suhasini, and as we spoke short while ago, I'm sending here with a CD of presentations of IABSC symposium.
But unfortunately that was true, and but ठीक है, द ऑनेस्ट पार्ट इज छान जगला माणूस.
सर्वात महत्त्वाचं मला तुमचं कौतुक तेव्हा वाटायचं जेव्हा तुम्ही तुमच्या स्टाफबरोबर घमेली उचलून काय म्हणता येईल त्याला, कुदळ फावडं घेऊन माती खोदायची, गार्डनच्या भोवतीने चक्कर मारायची, आधी तिथे खणून बघायचं इथे योग्य माती आहे का, तिथे योग्य माती आहे का. कधी तुम्ही तुमच्या कपड्यांचा विचार केला नाहीत, कधी तुमच्या पोझिशनचा विचार केला नाहीत सर.
He was never confused about anything, any topic that we may have discussed, any issues that we may have. He always had a way forward. As a parent, he always gave us all the independence to make our own decisions, and he was truly okay with it if our decisions didn't match his.
मरावे परी कीर्ती रूपी उरावे, हे तर त्यांनी खरं करून दाखवलंच. शेवटपर्यंत कार्यरत होते आणि काम करता करताच